Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel where we dive deep into the future of driving. And today we're talking about something that's got the EV world buzzing like never before, the 2026 Tesla Model Y, fresh off its stunning Juniper refresh. If you've been on the fence about switching to electric, or you're just a gearhead like me who can't get enough of Tesla's relentless innovation, buckle up because this is going to be a thorough ride. Picture this, a mid-size SUV that's not just practical for your daily grind, but feels like it's from tomorrow. Blending razor-sharp performance with family-friendly vibes and tech that makes you forget you're even behind the wheel. I've spent time behind the controls of this beauty, poring over every spec and feature, and let me tell you, the updates for 2026 aren't just tweaks, they're a full evolution that addresses pretty much every gripe from the previous gen. We're going to walk through the whole package, from that eye-catching shell to the gutsy drive and everything in between. So grab your favorite energy drink, hit that like button if you're excited, and let's roll. Starting things off with the outside, because first impressions, they hit hard with this Model Y up front. Tesla's gone all in on that futuristic light show with these super slim, arrow-shaped LED headlights that stretch across the entire nose, connected by a sleek, full-width light bar that glows like a digital halo when the sun dips low. It's aggressive yet elegant, ditching the old blocky fascia for something smoother and more aerodynamic, with a lower bumper that's got these subtle air vents that scream efficiency without shouting it. The hood's got that signature Tesla minimalism no. Grille, just a clean expanse of sheet metal that flows right into the windshield. And if you spring for the Quicksilver paint option, it catches the light in this pearlescent way that makes it look like it's moving even when parked. It's a front end that's designed to turn heads at stoplights. And honestly, it borrows that cohesive vibe from the refreshed Model 3, making the whole Tesla lineup feel like one seamless family. Swing it around to the side, and this is where the Model Y really flexes its fastback swagger. It's got that sloping roofline that gives it a sporty coupe-like silhouette on stilts, stretching out to 188. 6 inches long overall, with a width of about 78 inches folded mirrors in. The doors are flush-fitting for that premium aero edge. And the wheel arches house these massive 19-inch Gemini wheels as standard on the premium trims, or you can upgrade to 20s for a bit more stance, though the performance model's 21-inch upper turbines are the real showstoppers, wrapped in low-profile rubber that hugs the road like a second skin. The ground clearance sits at a versatile 6.6 inches, perfect for urban dodging or light off-road jaunts without scraping your chin on speed bumps. And those frameless windows? They add to the airy, modern feel, with side mirrors that house slim turn signals and cameras for the 360-degree view. It's not revolutionary in profile, but the Juniper tweaks like refined door handles that pop out smoother and less wind noise, thanks to better sealing make it feel more polished. Like Tesla finally listened to folks who wanted a tad more luxury in the everyday hustle. Now, flipping to the rear, and oh man, this is where the magic really lights up literally. The taillights have been reimagined into these horizontal slashes connected by another full-width light bar that pulses red when braking, creating this unbroken ribbon of illumination that looks straight out of a sci-fi flick. The bumper's been sculpted for better airflow, with integrated reflectors and a subtle diffuser that keeps things understated but purposeful. No more awkward overhang. It's tapered nicely to match the fastback flow, and the power liftgate swings up to reveal that massive cargo hold we'll get into later. From the back, it's got this wide, planted stance that says, "I'm ready for the highway." And at night, those lights make it impossible to miss safety meets style in a way that's both functional and fun. Overall, exterior-wise, the 2026 Model Y measures up at 63.9 inches tall, weighs in around 4,400 pounds for the AWD versions. And it's got that polarizing Tesla design language. Some call it awkward, but I say it's boldly unapologetic. Especially with the Juniper's sharper edges and better proportions that shave off some of the old model's blobbish feel. Stepping inside, and this is where the Model Y starts winning hearts left and right. It's like Tesla took the old interior, cranked up the comfort dial, and sprinkled in some premium fairy dust. Slide into the driver's seat and you're greeted by these supportive 8-way power-adjustable thrones wrapped in vegan leather that's soft yet durable, with 4-way lumbar support that cradles your back like a custom hug during those long commutes. The seats heat up or ventilate in seconds, perfect for scorching summers or chilly mornings, and the steering wheel, now heated too, telescopes and tilts electrically for that just right fit. Up front, it's a cockpit of minimalism. No traditional gauges, just this massive 15.4-inch central touchscreen that's brighter, more responsive, and runs on the latest software with over-the-air updates that keep it feeling fresh. Swipe through Google Maps integration, tweak your climate zones, or even play a quick game of beach. Buggy racing while parked, it's all there. With a 16-speaker audio system that thumps bass without distortion, streaming Spotify or whatever via built-in apps. Ambient lighting strips now wrap around the dash in customizable colors, from cool blues to fiery reds, and the materials? Upgraded soft-touch plastics. Doubled-up sound deadening that makes the cabin whisper quiet even at 70 miles per hour. And that panoramic glass roof floods the space with light without the greenhouse heat buildup. Hop in the back, and it's family hauler heaven. 40 inches of legroom for adults. Reclining seats that fold flat for 76 cubic feet of cargo, total 76. Folks, that's enough for bikes, coolers, and a weekend's worth of gear without Tetrising everything. There's a dedicated frunk up front with 4 cubic feet for your purse or groceries, and the hatch even has adjustable height settings so you don't have to lift heavy stuff too high. Rear passengers get their own 8-inch touchscreen for climate tweaks, Netflix binges, or gaming, plus heated benches that recline for naps on road trips. No more third-row option, which Tesla smartly acts to prioritize space and range. But for 5 folks, it's gold easy latch anchors for car seats, though accessing the lower ones takes a bit of yoga. The air system's dual zone up front with rear vents that actually oscillate, keeping everyone comfy, and overall, the interior scores big on practicality. 29 cubic feet behind the seats. USB-C ports everywhere, and dual wireless chargers so no one's fighting over outlets. It's not perfect. No Apple CarPlay means you're all in on Tesla's ecosystem, but for tech-savvy families, it's a seamless, spacious sanctuary that feels bigger than it is. Alright, let's talk about what happens when you mash that right pedal. Because performance is where the Model Y reminds you why Tesla owns the EV game. Kick it off with the base standard rear-wheel drive trim, a peppy 6.8 seconds to 60 miles per hour, 321 miles of EPA range on an 8-inch wheel setup, and it's light at 4,061 pounds for nimble city zipping. But most of us crave more, so the premium rear-wheel drive steps up with 357 miles of range up, the longest in the lineup, and a 4-second sprint to 60, courtesy of a 326 horsepower rear motor that's smooth as silk. Flip to all-wheel drive, and it's a whole new beast. Dual motors pumping out 397 combined horses and 389 pound-feet of torque, hitting 60 in just 4.6 seconds while still netting 327 miles. That's highway merging that feels effortless, with instant torque that catapults you forward without drama. And the top dog performance? Holy warp drive, 3.3 seconds to 60, 306 miles range. And adaptive air suspension that lowers it for corner carving, all topped at a 155 mph cap. Handling sharpened too. Retuned shocks absorb potholes better than before. The widened track and low center of gravity keep it planted through sweeps. And one-pedal reg and braking is so intuitive you barely touch the pedal and stop and go. Braking from 70 miles per hour? It hauls down in 170 feet, and with full self-driving supervised, it navigates traffic jams like a pro changing lanes, yielding at lights, all while you supervise. Efficiency shines at 117 mpg combined for road and real world. Tests hit 300 plus miles easy, with supercharging adding 169 miles in 15 minutes at up to 250 kilowatts. It's not the most engaging drive rivals like the Mach-E Corner Sharper, but for daily thrills and long-haul ease, it's a revelation, quieter and more composed than ever. Now, let's crunch the numbers on pricing, because value's a big deal in this segment. The 2026 Model Y kicks off with the new standard rear-wheel drive at around $44,990, contented a bit with physical climate buttons and a smaller battery, but still packing 321 miles in solid basics. Step up to the sweet spot premium rear wheel drive for $46,380, adding ventilated seats, the rear screen, and that 357-mile range without a WD complexity. All-wheel drive bumps it to $50,630 for the premium variant, throwing in quicker acceleration and better traction for just $4,000 more. Tested out at about $55,000 with minor options. The Launch Series long-range AWD starts higher at $61,380. If you want the early bird exclusives, and the performance closes it out near $59,990, with those 21-inch wheels and sportier bits pushing totals to $63,000 or so. Add-ons like full self-driving at $8,000 for city street autonomy, or premium paint for $2,000. And you're looking at a loaded rig under $65,000, no federal tax credit,